In the past, we have seen many people from TAPMI succeeding in competitions. In fact, when it comes to competitions, TAPMI has created its own legacy. Today, I have with me a few of the champions from the current batch, discussing about how they approach competitions and what goes through their mind. So, I have with me Mohit, Unnati, and Akriti. So, my first question is, how do you guys approach a competition in general? Like, how do you guys prepare, or how do you guys uh, approach quizzes, approach making presentations?
So taking on to that question, like it's a kind of the first thing you can call it a kind of an icebreaker. So mostly in the first year when we were there, the most trickiest part was clearing the quizzes. And most of the freshers and the people who go new into the competition, they feel that. But the thing is, the basic strategy which we followed is participate in more competitions. The more you participate, the more you will get the neck of it, that how things go on and how to clear the quizzes. It's going on to the first round. Like basically in majority of the competitions, the first round is kind of a 2-slider or 1-slider preparation or a PPT submission. So there the basics understanding, and what most of the people fail to do, like even we in the first years fail to do, was that understanding the problem statement clearly. We straight away jump on to the solution. The basic strategies: understand the problem statement clearly, read it at least 3-4 times, break it down. So that is how we go like.
I would completely agree with Mohit. So basically, the point and the key to winning competitions is participating. Once you participate, the probability of winning obviously keeps on increasing with time. So if you are participating in 10 competitions in a month, there's high probability that you'll at least win in 4 or 5 competitions. So participating is what I would say is the first key to growing and succeeding in competitions eventually.
So just adding on to what the both of them said, apart from participating in multiple competitions, what our team used to look for was that do we even have the sort of time or the bandwidth to continue going ahead with those competitions. So yeah, quizzes is, as you mentioned, one of the major tasks to overcome initially. So one thing that we also focused on was the sort of caliber the entire team has. So for example, if I'm I'm focused on marketing or 2 other people are in finance and operations, then we made sure that we participated in those competitions in bulk, as they mentioned, which has at least those few components. So at least one of them has this expertise to continue doing that. So time and caliber was what something we focused on.
So, has this approach towards competition changed over a period of time? Like initially, even if I would say, even I used to approach it very differently. Now it's very specific approach, very few competitions. So with you guys, has this changed? Mohit?
So regarding in the participation of competitions, the approach has definitely changed. Like previously, as we said that we used to participate in all the competitions and everything, but through the time we got to know that in which competitions we need to participate, so that it resonates on our let's say on our learning, on our resume, and on everything as well, because as of now there are so many competitions on the line, so we have to choose. So basically our criteria would always remain that what exactly the competition brings in. If it's something that is actually falls into our target zone, then we go for that first on priority.
Yeah, so basically, it has to resonate with us, the competition that we'll be choosing, and it has to resonate with our expertise. So, let's say if I am good in finance, then I would target finance competitions.
Yeah, exactly the same. I think initially we were in a very hit and trial phase. We were trying to see where which domain fits perfect for us. So yeah, filtration is something that I think all of us have been doing after this. Even corporate competitions, for example, those are more of a holistic competitions where you're using every domain. So that is something that I think all of us do on a daily basis. Yes, B school competitions is something that we filter.
So, how has participating and winning in competition helped you in your personal growth and career growth?
So, like talking about both personal growth and career growth, I would say it helped a lot in the sort of how we build our knowledge. Let's say, for an example, we recently participated in a lot of corporate competitions in Flipkart, Adani, and corporate competition, as Akriti said, are very holistic kind of competition. So we have to do a lot and lot of primary and secondary research. So the more you do secondary research, the more knowledge you get about different domains. We learned about different tech being used in retail. We learned about different tech being used in e-commerce recently. So even though winning and losing is the last thing, but you get a lot of knowledge, and that obviously resonate when you sit for interviews, when you sit for GDs. So that helps a lot.
These competitions have really helped us in enhancing our personalities, because when I see myself 1 year earlier, I probably wasn't this much confident as I am now, and this has also been one of the factor.
Specifically, if I talk about corporate competitions, since they're open to PPI and PPO opportunities as well, that is a big plus for all of us students. So, for example, last year when I sat for Microsoft's competition, the campus finalists were given a PPI opportunity. So these are some great chances that all of us students are getting. Personality, definitely, we're all developing a really great personality because of this.
So, how has TAPMI helped you guys in your in winning competitions and in participating in competitions?
So, talking about our institute primarily, so I would say for our team and for us, like two great helps which we got from TAPMI is first of all the professors, like naming a few of them, like Professor Vinod Madhavan and Professor Archana B. and Professor Jayanti. So whenever there was some competition regarding marketing, sales and distribution, we straight away went to them and like they answered all of our questions. They told us the approach, like how the industry thinks and all those. So the professors helped us a lot. And the other thing is our competitions committee. So talking about our competitions committee, like they bring us different competitions of different domains. They support us in all through formats, like if there is an offline competition, if there are some online competitions, if we need some adjustments between our academics and all those things. So that helped us to keep the other things smooth and going on.
Also, infrastructure facilities here at TAPMI help us a lot in participating in these competitions. So we have a Bloomberg lab with 16 terminals where we can go and download data for participating in finance competitions and other market research data as well. So that lab has really helped us, and we are lucky that we have it here at TAPMI.
Just adding on to this, I think the course structure that TAPMI has, the case study methodology that they use, that has been really helpful for us. We've been able to utilize these frameworks, these theories in a more practical way, and basically relate with the sort of cases or the sort of quizzes or even any sort of issue that the competitions are coming up with. So the practicality of these theories that we're being taught in our institute in TAPMI has been really helpful in case competitions.
So, how do you balance between academics and competitions?
Yeah, okay. So that's an interesting question for me. So luckily, like I've been very successful in past 1.5 year to balance between my academics and competitions. I would say it's tough, but not that tough. The very basic thing is you have to analyze your time well. Everyone has got 24 hours, so basically you have to break down your time, that how much time, even I'm very active in sports also, so how much time you have to give to these things. And let's not crib about it that we have got less time and we can't do. We just have to manage the time well, give equal importance to competitions as well as academics. And in academics as well we have different subjects, so there are few subjects which is in our competence, we are strong in that, so basically do them towards the end. There are few subjects which are somewhere newer to us, so I listen a lot in classes also. So that's how I have managed, and I don't think it was tough for me, but because I managed my time very well, so that was the key.
So, Unnati, I have a question for you. With the placements done, what motivates you to approach competitions even now? Because most of people do it for the points in CV and to talk something during the interview. So, with the placements done, what motivates you?
So for me, competitions have never been a factor that I have seen for CV points. I have always looked at competitions for learning with a learning objective and also utilizing my time in a productive manner. Now that our placements are over, I have a lot of time that I am being able to devote to these competitions and productively managing my time that I can obviously see also as learning and when I go for offline competitions, we get to meet a lot of people, we get to interact with a lot of people from different colleges, and that is also a factor that has been motivating me.
So Akriti, we have seen that people normally struggle to make teams for competition. They don't know what should be the right composition of the team. So any suggestion that you would like to give to such people?
To be very honest, I think I've been very lucky here. But ideally, what people try to do is they try to find members from different domains to form a team. Yes, that is a factor that someone should pursue, but apart from that, I think one thing that is more important is that you know what sort of areas that you want to cover in the competition that you're applying for. So in that phase, you don't really need members from every domain. You more than that, you need people who are equally motivated and you have that sort of understanding amongst yourselves. So you would not get all of you won't be able to sit together every time. So you won't be able to ideate on every case, every competition. But as long as you are taking out even 10 to 15 minutes of time just to discuss how you can go ahead with it and work on your own time, even that works out. So the sort of understanding and the motivation to keep going, I think that's very important for all team members to have. So for me, I think my team worked really well in that aspect.
So guys, it has been a wonderful discussion, and I hope that people who will watch the video will have something to learn and something to gain from the insights that you gave. So thank you for joining me today.